frustrating than not being able to work out. I can't do anything. I don't have an appetite. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's gonna get dark really soon, really fast. The sun is about to set. So, where do I even start? Where the fuck do I begin? I got hose that I'm keeping in the. Is that how it goes? I got hose that I'm keeping in the dark. Okay, hold on. I got this. I'm like nervous. Okay, so hello YouTube fam. I'm back. I am so excited. I think the last time I posted a video was like 6 months ago, probably longer now. Today I want to talk to you guys about what has been going on and why I've been away from YouTube for such a long time. I know I was barely getting started with my videos, and then I took a really long break. I apologize for that, but I do appreciate every single one of you that actually took the time to message me and just keep up with what I've been up to and why I haven't posted videos. You know who you are. And I appreciate those individuals that were constantly telling me, like, I miss your videos, like, when are you gonna post, like, let me know when you post so I can share your link. Like, I really appreciate just everybody, that shows me some kind of support. I know right now we are in a really difficult time. We are in a really, there's just so much going on, and today is June 1st. It's the first day that they're opening up the gyms again, so that's really exciting. But there's also a lot going on in regards to like protests and whatnot, so it's a lot to take in. It's really overwhelming, and I know it's a really hard topic for some of you to talk about. It's just the fact that you're looking at all the other events going on around you, and you tend to lose track of what your goals are in general as well, which are important. And your mental health is important, so you just got to keep doing whatever you're doing to for yourself and for your health, because you matter as well. So don't forget that. Okay, so story time. So going back to November 2019, November 21st, I believe. Yeah. So I know that some of you already know this because I do talk about it a lot, but for those of you that don't know, I was in a car accident, which is why I'm in a new car. My car was totaled. So going back to that night, I want to share with you guys my experience. So basically, I was going straight, and this car was coming the opposite direction. I was going about 40 miles per hour or so, and I had a green light. So I was going, and this car was coming this way, and they took a left turn on a flashing yellow light. I think what happened was just that the lady didn't estimate correctly, and she didn't see that I was really close to the light. Basically, this car hit my car and we crashed head on. I'm going, and it happened so fast. I remember telling myself, you're okay, Z, you're okay, just breathe. But I couldn't breathe. And I stood there for the longest time. I I know that they said that, okay, so I thought that it wasn't really bad. I honestly thought that, you know, it was just like I crashed, okay, whatever, you know, like I saw the pictures and, you know, I was obviously there. So, like, I know how things happen, but in my mind, I didn't think that it was that bad. And it wasn't until I look back at things and it's like, oh my God, like I really went through that. And I remember this guy came to my window and he was like, hey, are you okay? Are you okay? I just saw what happened. I'm going to get you out of there. And all I wanted at the moment was for somebody to hold my hand and to hug me. So I literally told this guy, this stranger, I don't know, I don't know if I was hallucinating or if it was just the impact from the crash. Honestly, I don't know what it was, but I thought this guy looked really cute. So I don't know. I never actually like saw, like, he was there, but I don't remember actually physically seeing him, which is crazy because he helped me out. He I think he opened my door and held my hand, and then I was like, "Can you hug me? Like, I just want a hug right now." And he was like, "Yes, hold on. Let me get, like, I'm going to help you out." And I know that he helped me open my door, and then I think he like disappeared. I don't know. I honestly can't remember that part. I just remember that this really cute guy like came up to me and was like, "Hey, I'm going to help you out." And that's it. So they helped me out and I was able to get out. I was able to walk. I was able to talk. I was able to breathe. I was able to do everything just fine. Um, which I am really blessed for. Um, Not a day goes by that I don't think about that and think about what could have happened that day. And I'm trying to make this really short because the sun is setting and I've recorded this so many times and I get emotional every time I talk about it. So I'm trying so hard not to get emotional right now. But it really is life changing, and damn it, I can't ruin my makeup. It's a really life changing experience to be in an accident, and it's just something that nobody, you know, you don't see coming. I was having a really good day and I was driving just fine, but in a matter of seconds my life changed. And till this day, you know, I'm still going to therapy. I'm still going to see my chiropractor. And it's just been a lot. Like I said, this happened in November, which, okay, so taking one step back. So after my accident, like I said, they got me out of the car. I was able to walk. I was able to talk. So I called my brother, and my brother is the one that showed up to the scene. After I got out of my car, the firefighters, the cops, everybody just showed up, you know. And I remember that the firefighter didn't even let me be on my phone. Like, he was like, you know, I need you to talk to me and like tell me what's going on and tell me what happened and tell me how you feel. I need to run all these tests and make sure that you're okay, and I need to take your blood pressure and, like, you know, do all these tests to see how I was from the accident. And like, I felt okay. I, like I said, I was walking. I felt fine. I did have some, so I okay, so I felt fine, but I couldn't breathe. I had a really hard time taking deep breaths, and I couldn't, what else? Actually, that's it. But I did have a lot of bruising. Actually, I think you can still see it. Can't really see it that much, but it's still some bruising from that day. Can you see it? Kind of. So, and I have some like on my by my hip and on my knees and somehow on my like legs. But I was good. I could walk and I felt good, you know. So they did all these tests, and the firefighter was like, I know you said you're good, but I'm gonna give you advice. Like, sometimes, you know, like you might feel good physically at the moment, but a lot of things could have happened internally, like in your body. Internally. So I was like, okay. And he said that he recommended me to go in the ambulance and go to the hospital. So next thing you know, I'm in a bed in an ambulance on my way to the hospital. And it's just so crazy to even think back. Like, it's so crazy. But what I do remember is that the first thing I told the firefighter when he was asking me questions was to look for my meal prep. So he didn't let me go back to my car, and I had just spent about 3 hours doing meal prep stuff. And I told him, can you please look in my car, get the pink bag, like all my meal prep is in there. And he just started laughing. Like, he's like, are you serious right now? You just got in a car accident, and the one thing that you're thinking about is your meal prep. And he started laughing. So the hospital that I go to apparently was like all full. Actually, every other hospital too. They ended up taking me to Newburgh to get seen. So I got x-rays and stuff, and I don't know if it's because I don't remember or they didn't tell me and they didn't catch it, but it turns out that I had a fractured rib. And so I had a fractured rib, and then I had just a bunch of like bruising, you know. Oh no, so I had a fractured rib. I had something in my neck. Like, my neck was like, it's supposed to be a little bit curved, but my neck goes straight. And also my back. So basically my back was all hurt as well. So this happened right before Christmas break, and I took 41 days off of work to recover. And in that time, oh yeah, I was visiting the chiropractor for like 3 times a week. I couldn't work out, so wow, I had a lot of time to myself. I know that I would sleep a lot, so I would sleep a lot, and I don't even remember. See, the thing is, I don't even remember watching like videos or anything. I just remember like having all this time, and then that's it. Like, I don't remember what I did with it. Oh yeah, I did a lot. I did a lot of shopping. It was just a really crazy moment, and it has been a lot to deal with, like dealing with the insurances and with my work, like getting time off work, and you know, not being able to go to the gym. It was a lot. I lost a total of 20 pounds due to that. Lost all my gains, which I'm actually kind of thankful for, because I was able to lose weight and readjust my lifting schedule. But right now, my brother, his girlfriend, and I made a few purchases to have a little at-home gym. So that has been the only thing that I've had for months, but it has done the work. So yeah, like I said, I'm actually still getting treatment. I'm still going to my chiropractor, but I'm towards the end of it, which is so nice. But I still do have some neck pain every now and then, and my back was hurting a little bit. So for the most part, you know, I feel so much better, and not a day goes by where I don't thank God for allowing me to be here. I am so excited to be back on YouTube. Like, You guys have no idea. I'm so excited, and that's basically where I've been. I've just been taking care of myself and listening to my body, and YouTube just wasn't something that I wanted to focus on during my recovery, because something about me is that I like to do a lot of things at once. And I know that if I got on like wanting to do YouTube, I wasn't going to recover the way I should have been recovering, because what I wanted to do is like gym stuff, you know? So not just physically, but like mentally and emotionally, I just wasn't in it at the time. It was just a lot. It's important to live in the moment. It's important to appreciate the little things, to remind your loved ones that you love them, and to be patient with yourself. And above all, like I always say, if you know me by now, you should know this, because I say this all the time. You have to take things one day at a time. One day at a time. And with everything going on, you know, like that's especially really important right now, because a lot of times we want to look ahead and plan things out. It's always important to look at your vision and, you know, think about what you want in the future, but it's also important to live in the moment and just take things one day at a time. Don't try to beat yourself up trying to plan out your future, because you never know what can happen, especially right now. Like, a lot of us had a lot of plans for 2020, and guess what? 2020 had other plans for us. Remind yourselves who the fuck you are every single day at the beginning of the day. And I say that, and I will repeat that, and I will forever live by that, because it's really easy for us to forget about who we are and about what we're capable of doing. Don't lose sight of your vision. Always focus on your vision, and, you know, have faith above all. I always say this, you know, and for with God nothing shall be impossible, because when you believe, you know, things will happen. So have faith. Have faith. I know that times are really hard right now, but things will change, and God has a plan for every single one of us. So, you know, trust the process, but be patient with yourself and keep working hard. Keep working hard. Change will happen. Believe me when I say that. Yeah. So I'm back on YouTube. If you listen to my story as to what has happened, thank you. As always, I appreciate each and every single one of you. I'm here if anybody needs me, and I mean that when I say that. Sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to reply and to get back to some of you, because I do have a lot of individuals that reach out to me for several different things. So if I take if I take a long time to reply, I'm sorry. I do apologize in advance, but don't be hesitant to message me. I am here to help out, and you know, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all so much for your support. I'm back on YouTube, so as always, if you have any questions or anything, you know, just reach out. Don't be afraid to reach out to me. I'm here for you guys, and I'm here because of you guys. So yeah, I love you all. XOXOZ.